Yeah, I was hurt about that because I never asked for much. So my niece, Shayla, hit me up like, Auntie, do you like Chris Brown? And I'm like, yeah. And so she was asking me how would I feel about going to the concert. Apparently he's coming to Detroit, and her and her girlfriend were thinking about going, and she wanted to know would I go if she paid for my ticket. And I'm like, I already know what them tickets be hitting for. Tickets go for a couple $100 easy these days. So I was like, ooh, sweetie, you know, that's nice that you would think of me and want to do something that nice for me. But, you know, I think she just wanted to show love. Let the people who love you, if they want to show you something and do something nice for you, accept it. Be gracious and be thankful that you have somebody who loves you enough to do something so thoughtful. So I'm excited. You know, we're going to see Chris Breezy. So yeah, I got a va boom-ness, and you know, maybe have some nice statement piece earrings, and just a nice outfit. T, I don't want to feel like the auntie at the concert. I really don't. I want to feel like I just fit in, even though, you know, I'm older than the people I'm going with. You got women well in their 50s going to see Chris Brown. Who don't love Chris Brown? Come on, let's be honest. His personal life set aside. Come on now. Oh, now it's only giving me 43 seconds. That sucks. What can I talk about in 43 seconds? Less than that. Okay, so let's see how quickly I can do this. Couple days, no, yesterday I wrote 2 songs, okay? My mind was busy. I couldn't go to sleep. I wrote 2 songs. I'm very proud of those songs. It brings my total of songs on streaming platforms to 17, 18 songs that I've made. I need to finish my book. My book is pretty much finished. It needs to be edited, proofread, and that's pretty much done. I'm already in the process of starting book number 2. So where was I? I was trying to ramble and get so much in at one time. um, but that's okay too. About 18 minutes in, I stopped at the park. About 22 minutes into my walk. Today, I think I said before, is a no makeup day because I'm learning to love the skin in. And for too long, I felt that, you know, if I don't throw a little concealer on, if I don't fill in my eyebrows, that somehow I'm unattractive or unworthy of the same respect and kindness that I would get if I had concealer on or eyebrows. I did put on a little lip gloss. But other than that, I'm very much into my skincare, and I would love to get it to the point where my skin is nice and clear, and maybe some of the circles under my eyes are a little bit lighter. I'm going to become the person I was meant to be, my ideal self, my greatest self. And I'm going to keep it going. So I'm going to keep on doing music. I'm going to keep on uploading my music. I'm going to keep on journaling. I'm going to keep on eating as healthy as I can and looking as good on the outside as I feel on the inside. I'm going to continue to love me to the best of my ability, to love me more than I love anybody else, anybody. And that's just where I'm at. I'm in a good place. having a very peaceful, understanding self. So I will deal with people as I need to deal with them. I will get closure as I need closure. I will add people to my life or remove people from my life. I will adjust how I interact with people. I will reciprocate energy. You know, I will give on the same level that I receive. And I will become even more comfortable with the word no. Good things are happening to me right now. I'm gonna go finish this walk.
Energetic, unbothered, unstoppable, that's me. True though, mirror don't lie and neither do I.
Okay, so this is something I've never seen. You see the sun peeking through, and then you see the heat coming off the, what do you call this, a pond? Can you see that? I've never seen that before. It's October, what's today, the 24th? Look at that. It's like, I want to say about 35 degrees today. So that explains that. I'm out getting my walk in today. I just noticed that on the little pond over there. It's kind of cool. Okay, today is October 24th, 2025. It's a Friday, and I just got back from doing a whole lot of nothing. And I said, let me just make a video, because I'm not doing nothing. I'm doing a whole lot of nothing. As you can see, I have my handy dandy hat on because, well, it warmed up a little bit, but when I went to go take my walk, it was about 37 degrees outside. So I bundled up. I dressed in layers, and decided to get a walk since I didn't have a work assignment, which is odd because today is Friday and you would think. So instead I got my walk in, did some reflecting, and then I did a whole bunch of like progress reports for myself, because every day that I don't work for somebody is a day that I work for myself, be it towards financial gain, mental gain, emotional, just growth, whatever it is. And so that's what I decided to do. I was going to go to the library and do some organizing of my USBs, and that did not happen, because while I was sitting up in the parking lot of the library and that sun was hitting me, baby, I got the itis. I got dog tired, sleepy. So I was like, I'm about to go home and take me a nap. This heat don't help going. The heat that was going in the car. But now that I got out the car and went in the library to print off the stuff and got back in the car, drove back home. Now I'm sitting in my driveway. Yeah, I still want to be. Oh, who am I fooling? I still, yeah, no, right now I'm less tired than I was when I was in the library parking lot, but I still feel like I need a nap. It's about 11 o'clock now. I've been up since 5 o'clock because I was anticipating getting a work assignment. I had my, little work clothes on the chair ready to go and all that, and for Friday it didn't happen. I'm shocked. So I'm back home. I'm going to take me a nap. Then hopefully that nap will reset me enough where I can try this again. I need to cook that meat that's in the fridge because it's been sitting in there for days now, and that's not the best thing. Once you take it out the freezer, then it unthaws. It just have it just sitting in the fridge, and it's been in there probably about 3 days, and I'm still gonna cook it and eat it. I be cracking myself up sometimes. It is what it is. I did make me some tea, some green tea. I heard, it's really good. A lot of Asians drink a lot of green tea, and if I'm not mistaken, it helps with I don't know if it's like immunity or antioxidant type of properties, but it makes their risk for cancer, don't quote me on it, less. It's good for something. I know that it's good for something. So I said, I'm gonna drink it too, right? Among other teas, I had some hot cocoa and some ashwagandha. I put an ashwagandha tea bag in my cocoa with marshmallows. Feeling feisty today, you know what I'm saying? You look like you might want some smoke. No? Okay. Just checking, you sure? Anyway, I have no plans for today. I did have a list of my intentions today. I got up, I did some stretching, made my bed, listened to some, set the day type of stoic philosophies, and they started off good. It seemed like I just went in one big circle, went to the park, went for my walk, sat in the car, did some reflection, created some reports, and got my butt in the car, went to the library, sat in the car, sun hit me, and now I'm back home making this video. What else? Looking at my tire pressure light on in the car. My son tried to fix it, and I don't know. I think my air pump that's in the trunk is not working, because it's supposed to tell you how much pressure is in your tire, and then that way you can, increase it to where it needs to be. And it's just stuck around 20. Because I tried to do it myself today, because I know I've done it before. When you hit the right amount of pressure on whichever tire it may be, then the light just goes off, and it annoys me because I don't like lights on in my car. You learn more about yourself, as time goes on, and I like to have things organized. I like certain routines. I like, surprises are nice, but I didn't have them. I can be spontaneous, but I prefer to have things well planned out type of thing. Things with me have been going fine. My mental has been great. My clarity about life and people keeps getting better and better. My handling of menfolk is getting much better. My cutoff game is like and it's been a long time coming, so it's like about damn time, girl. It only took you like 30 years. But I'm here, and I'm here now, and I'm aware, and I'm fully in control of myself, and creating boundaries and reinforcing those boundaries, and demanding the level of respect I deserve. All while carving out and creating the life I deserve. I uploaded my second demo to a freelance work site. I still need to finish editing my book that is pretty much finished. I gotta, you know, add a little razzle dazzle, a little sparkle, a little polish to it. But for the most part, it's done. And then I gotta figure out how to, get somebody to proofread it professionally and upload it to, wherever I want to. I'm thinking Amazon, and see how it goes. Somebody, family, I'm anticipating family, the support, just buy it, even if you don't plan to read it, just to show support, because out of all my family members, only one sibling, shout out to Jackie, read my book, and it's disappointing, but I have come to the conclusion it is what it is. When people show you who they are, believe them, family or not. And I still have love for my family, but it just shows me how to maneuver going forward. And I get that everybody's not a reader, but when somebody asks you to do something to support them, and you say you love them, then that's what you do. Because had the shoe been on the other foot, I would have made certain that I followed through. My word is my bond, and I don't take that lightly. I don't have a whole lot of money to give nobody, so my word speaks for itself. And to say I was disappointed is an understatement, and to still talk to my siblings and nobody mentioned. I want to say it's probably been a couple months now, and my one sibling, she was finished, I want to say probably about a week or so. In the same vein, that's probably what I would have did too. I would have just hopped to it, because it's not only a showing of support, it's just an act of love too, all mixed in one. And I was hurt about that, because I never asked for much, never. And it's hard for me to ask for anything, which I'm working on, which is the reason why I even put it out there and put my artistry, my craft, my love, my passion out there to be judged. But I wanted the feedback, I wanted the input, I wanted the support. And where was I going with this? It doesn't matter. It's still going to get edited and proofread and published. But it did reveal some things to me, and I'm grateful for that. And you just keep moving, and like I said, still love them, but it's a mental note how to adjust and move accordingly. That's all. What else? Been working out, eating healthy, all the good stuff. My weight loss is progressing still, just very slow. And I got time. I didn't get this way overnight, but I am in a place where I am very much ready, and I'm very much consistently doing the work and what needs to be done. And the only thing I can do is just wait. I think I gave up previously numerous times, countless times, because I just didn't stick to it. And that's the difference between people being successful and people failing, is consistency. You don't have to do a whole lot. You just got to do a little bit consistently. And small changes and small steps add up to big gains and a big overall picture, a big outcome. And I'm excited about that. This time next year, I will be at goal weight, I've been a plus size woman all my adult years. So it taken me 3 years to get, to the size I want to be is a drop in the bucket. I'll take it. And it's been a long time coming of self-discovery, of self-love, of self-respect, of setting healthy boundaries, and not giving a damn what people think, cutting out people pleasing, being less judgment of people, and being less hard on myself and showing myself grace. Here come Winston. Watch this. Let me take this out so you can see my outside cat. Yeah, I don't know if you can see him. Making my way upstairs, waiting for breakfast. Da, 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 da. So he'll sit there until I come out with his fiddles, his rations. He's gonna be waiting. Well, not too long, because I really don't have much else to say. But is he coming back here? Winston, what, Winston? You hungry? Or you taking a bath? What you doing, buddy? Side cat. I don't know what we're gonna do when it gets cold, because he already trying to sneak in the house. And then Pickles, he got sick and got some kind of issue with his skin, so he looks like some kind of reptile with fur about the skin. But we love him, so I'm trying to fix him. He had the same thing happen before, and I took him to the vet. $200. I never ever thought I would be one of those people, one of those black people that paid to take your animal to the vet. Because I was brought up, hey, we're gonna love them, we're gonna pet them, we're gonna give them a bath, we're gonna feed them, we're gonna give them some over-the-counter type stuff. And if that don't work, we loved you, but with Pickles, I couldn't. I've had Pickles a decade now, and he's family now. And if something happened to him, honestly, I would cry, it would break my heart. But this time going around, I'm like, buddy, you gonna have to. We got a little cone around his head to keep him from licking and scratching, and I got him some medicine that was pricey, over the counter, but pricey, but still cheaper than $200 vet bill. And that little furry ninja gonna have to heal up or what, because mama ain't finna come out the pocket $200. And all the veterinarian did was give me some, he did give me some antibiotics. He probably needs antibiotics, but I'm like, damn, $200 for antibiotics. And then he gave me some little stuff to put in his food to make his hair coat shiny. Whatever. Winston came to the back porch now. He's so handsome. I think I told the story about Winston before, and his mom passed, and he was a kitten, and I seen him around the neighborhood. The neighbor's cat or kitten, and then they moved. I want to say it's been a few years now, and they love him. Look at him. Look at the disrespect. I'm in the car. Look at him. He's gonna get on my son's car. I'm in here, because he can hear the car. And so he's waiting for his food. Are you ready to eat? Huh? Winston? Yeah? Okay, well, give me a second, okay? Okay. He's gonna give me a few minutes and I'm gonna feed him. Now he's gonna bug me about it. He's gonna, escort me out the car. He's so cute. Oh, that's what I was talking about. So Pickles got, a little sick. He walk around with a little cute little lemon wedge cone around his head, and because Winston had came in the house a couple of times, but Winston has a collar. We got him a flea collar. I haven't seen one flea on this cat. So I don't know if something in the house got a hold of Pickles or bit him, or his skin is, I don't know what happened to him, but this is the second time this happened to him. I don't know. He got to get better, hopefully. I probably need to research if there's an actual cat antibiotic that I can get online, and I'll get that for him. Otherwise, he gonna have to tough it out. Love him, but tough it out. Tough it out, my man. I guess that's it. I'm finna go in the house. Ironically, I'm not as sleepy anymore now. Interesting. I was going to the library because the atmosphere is different. You know, you sit, it's relax, peaceful. You in a little corner somewhere. I had my tea all ready to go. Because sometimes I'll be not running from my kids, but shoot. Like I said, at the energy, you know, sometimes you gotta get away. You just gotta get away. I don't want to be in the house, you know, in the energy, and you know, yeah. Speaking of energy, I'm not gonna give that any more energy. You see how that works? You see how you can just pivot, and you can choose how you react and respond to things, and if you are more aware of what you're feeling and how you're feeling, then you can also know that, okay, I need to think about something else. I need to do something else to take my mind off whatever is bringing my mood down. And that is something that I have been actively working on, as well, is being very aware of my energy and my mood and my surroundings. What is causing me to feel happy? What's causing me to feel sad, upset, you know, and I start getting worked up. And it has been a game changer. It's been a life changer for me, because you realize that you are in control, and you've always been in control of your life. And it all starts with thoughts and perception, how you perceive things, how you perceive people, and then how you respond to the various things in your life. You're always in control if you really think about it. But I think, like so many other people, I feel like I didn't even wake up in life. Like, for really wake up. I think during my childhood, I was awake, you know, and fully present in life, and the details and the day-to-day stuff, like fully present. And somewhere in around adulthood, I started drifting, and I started existing on autopilot. And that's where you get up, you work, you know, if you got kids, you tend into your kids. You just get in this rhythm of life, and you start overlooking the sun, the grass, the moon, a bird landing, you know, in a tree, a squirrel running around collecting chestnuts or whatever the hell squirrels collect, right? Going to the park, putting your feet in grass, finding laughter in the little things, being fully present when you talk to people. You just get so caught up in, like, almost like survival mode and existing, and just paying, that you start losing your sparkle that you had as a kid. You know, you don't even do some of the same things you did when you were a kid. People be like, well, I'm not a kid anymore. I get that, but you know, when you were a kid, it was like the simplest things made you happy. A lot of stuff that was free made you happy as a child. You were inquisitive, you were curious, you know. And somewhere along adulthood, you just was like, blah, bah humbug, bills, bah humbug. And, you know, you have a few occasional family get-togethers, or catch a movie, or go out to eat every once in a while. But beyond that, you're on autopilot. And in the past 3 years, it's like I woke up and I became alive. Like, oh my God, I have been taking living, like for real living, not existing, for granted. And I follow Stoic philosophers. Look it up. And one of the philosophers said, and I can't think which one, but he said, it's not that life is short, it's that we waste so much of it. So when you get to a point where you really start cherishing life, whenever that is in your life, you'd be like, dang, I ain't really been living. And at that point, you're 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 and or whatever age, but you're reflecting back on all the years that you had until you realize you weren't really living, and you be like, okay, I gotta get it together. I gotta start being more fully present and taking advantage of every single day as a fresh start to do something different, to learn something different. Every time I've been to the park walking, I've seen something different. Same park. Yeah, I switch up, my routes and, whatnot, but pretty much the same area. And every single time I went, every single time I saw something different. Today when I went, it'll probably be in this vlog, I seen like the heat coming off the water because the sun was shining and it's getting colder out now. And I've never seen that before, just in person, ever. Or have I seen it and never took the time to appreciate it, so it didn't even register in my brain? I noticed cranes. I noticed fish jumping out the water. I noticed different boats. I noticed when the seasons changed and the leaves got orange and red, which happens to be my favorite season visually, is fall. I love the different colors in fall. But I enjoy summer the most. But visually and like dressing and clothing and all that, fall. They might be neck and neck, fall and summer. But yeah, every time I went, I noticed something different. I had a different experience every single time. That was free. And that is living. That's really living. Not all the destinations and goals and all that. Is waking up each day and being fully aware and interacting with people fully and realizing your energy and adjusting accordingly and working on your passions in life and not getting so caught up that you're so busy working for somebody else that you don't work on yourself. You don't work for yourself. When I say work for yourself, I don't mean like being an entrepreneur. I mean your mental, your emotions, your physical, your happiness level. Interacting and speaking and having quality time with the people you love, making the most out of every day. And finding something, positive, each day, something to be grateful about. But yeah, and tuck my little soapbox. Let me fold it up, and put it away. Let me go feed my outdoor cat and make the most of this day. Got a feeling now I'm not gonna get a nap now. I didn't talk myself out of nap. Okay, so I just finished my walk, 40 minutes at the park, and I've been taking a different route, lately. I go over, I probably ain't doing it justice, but I just do a different route and I love it. If you can look at my skin has been looking fabulous. Do I have makeup on? Yeah. But I just have just a little bit of my foundation around my eyes, and that's it. The rest is just all me. I have my routine down to a science now, what I do, and I absolutely love it. I'm trying to drink more water. Of course, I'm trying to, make sure that I get my walks in and get my exercise. I work out 5 days a week. And I take care of myself, and I love myself, and I pour into myself, and I'm good to myself, and I show myself grace, and I'm actively doing things that I want to do that bring me happiness. I came to the realization today, because I try to now, when I get up, have a few sips of water, get my day going, go to the restroom, and then I come back to my room and I do do stretches. Because my joints and my muscles they be trying to play me, and we can't have that. So I try and do that in the morning, and then I do it again before I go to sleep to try and keep myself a little bit more limber. I am still very stiff, but I'm working on it. I don't plan to be that way moving forward. So I'm actively trying to figure out something that works for me. But during that time when I'm doing my stretches is when I'm reflecting and I'm thinking, kind of like my version of meditation type of thing, just clearing my mind and focusing and being in the moment and being present and breathing and just relaxing type of thing. And that's when good thoughts and ideas come to me. And I realized, and I do little jokes and stuff, you know, I have inside jokes that something will pop in my mind and make me laugh. I make myself laugh, which ties into the whole I'm responsible for my happiness. Nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's coming to crack jokes to me on a regular. So I'm responsible for my happiness. And what I have been finding is because I have been good to myself and loving myself and doing the things that bring me joy and happiness consistently, I smile more. I'm more at peace. I'm more in control and aware of how I respond to things and how I view people and how I navigate and move these days. And it's just a wonderful thing to be fully in control of yourself and very aware of how you're perceiving life and how you're responding to life. And that's where I'm at. But back to what I was saying. So I noticed that, you know, I was smiling and I've been smiling more. I had one of the teachers, you know, when I was at the school, she just peeked her head in the classroom and was like, oh, hey, I didn't know you were here. And she was like, oh my God, you're glowing, girl, you're glowing. And I'm like, I'll be damned, I am glowing. And you know where glowing comes from? Glowing comes from happiness spilling out, being your authentic self, living in your truth, becoming, realizing that there is not a set destination that you're trying to get to, that it's a beautiful thing being present and living in the moment, and you know, just walking life on your own path, being comfortable in your skin, not competing with anyone, and just being your authentic, true, unapologetic self. That's where you start, you know, connecting with yourself and getting happy and becoming who you were meant to be, your best self, the best version of yourself, just becoming, because you're a work in progress until you don't exist anymore. It's never too late. You're never too old. And life is meant to be lived and to be present and to be in the moment. And things are clicking with me more and more. I've learned so much and I've grown so much, and I'm just grateful and I'm thankful. Back to what I was saying, because as they say, I be having side quests. And that's fine. But I realized, I said, oh my God, you're smiling more. And I know most of my handles, do people still say handles? Most of the avatars or my names and stuff, I always use Smile Chaser. Because many years ago, I was like, you know, it just feels like I'm chasing smiles. I'm chasing happy. I want to be happy. I love to smile. It feels good when I smile. I feel joy when it's authentic. Something makes me laugh, smile. The energy that it gives you, the boost. And I enjoy seeing other people smile authentically. You know, not no forced fake. When you see people's eyes light up, their smile and their eyes match. I love that. I love that for myself, and I love that for other people. I love to see that in other people. And I said, how appropriate. When I thought of that name, I didn't know that so many years later it would have so much meaning, because I am a smile chaser. Smiles feel good. Smiles warm my soul. It's like a hug for yourself. And I am that. I am a smile chaser. But that's it. I want to do a quick video because I'm in good spirits. I'm in good energy. And I want to keep that going. My intention today is to be aware of how I perceive things, how I respond to things, and preserve my peace and my joy, and work in the space that I'm in, that I'm comfortable in, and just stay in my lane and keep doing me. Okay, I figure I'll turn this off. I figure I would do a journal today. Just got done walking around the park. Got about 40 minutes in. I didn't intend to do 40 minutes, but it's nice when I do 40 minutes. Because I didn't walk yesterday. I walked Saturday, though. Sunday, I usually tend to take it off unless I just feel, for some reason, I just gotta be extra. I usually take Sunday off. And I try and get 5 days out the week that I'm walking. At least 20 minutes is usually 30 minutes, and sometimes it's 40 minutes. So I'm proud that I'm still walking after all this time. It's been over 2 years. But the reason for this vlog is yesterday I attended a homegoing. I'm not going to get into it much more than that because it was sad. But the people, many of the people got to actually speak with the person who transitioned before they transitioned, and you know, they got to express a lot of things, and I thought that was beautiful. And they got to do that beforehand. Let me change the subject because the obvious. HB attended, and it was nice to see him again. You've heard me talk about him, and I was kind of unsure where things are headed. I'm not going there, but I will say this: I will allow him to prove himself. You know, I believe in second chances, and it's like you can get another chance to show me that you mean it, because first go round, no. And I was very well in the frame of mind to just walk away. I like something in my nose. But I was all set just to walk away and just be done with things. And the homegoing occasion was an opportunity to get some conversation going, and we're just gonna see. But I have expressed thoroughly that, you know, which one is the show me state? Is it Texas? You gotta Texas me, you know, you gotta show me. That's actually my love language, is action. I'm not making this up. If somebody does something for me from their heart, that means more to me than buying me a gift. So I'm allowing HB to show and prove, or I'm just gonna close the book on that, because I know what I want, and I won't settle for less, and I deserve the best. I deserve the best version of you. So that's that. One of the things that did happen, because I went to my sister's house afterwards, and I got plenty of compliments. Everybody was like, you know, you look good. And my niece is like, Auntie, you look good. And I'm like, well, hey, you know, I put on one of my wigs. I hadn't worn a wig in quite some time. And although I love my dreads, you know, sometimes I be missing that long, relaxed, luscious effect, right? So, pent my hair, braided my hair, pinned it down, and threw me on a nice little wig. And I thought I'd look nice. I thought I looked classy and yet still, that air of sexy, right? And of course, HB was at my sister's house. People who know me probably could link things together and carry the one and figure out who HB is. It is what it is. But for the bulk of everybody else, for my other million watchers, I crack me up. For the other 2 people who might watch my channel, they won't know. Nobody watches my channel, so it's like, this is more so therapeutic for me when I do my vlogs, right? And if somebody stumbles across my page and find me somewhat amusing or interesting or what have you, that's a bonus. That's sprinkles, right? What else? But yeah, no, so everybody was like, telling me that I look nice, and my sister gave me the best compliment. One of the best compliments you can give a woman is, have you lost weight? And it's like, and a woman can know damn well she's been scarfing down burritos, tacos, nachos, burgers, But for somebody to even, say, have you lost weight? It's like, do I look, I might have lost an ounce or 2, But my sister told me, she said, T, you are now in that space where, how you go from being fat to, I guess, nice and thick type of thing. So, she didn't say thick. She explained it in a way that was different, but it was still equally flattering. It was like, you just don't look big no more. It's like when your weight goes and it redistributes into all the right places. I'll probably insert a picture somewhere of what I wore when I went to her house, because I changed out of my, like church attire and put on more comfortable clothes. And I'll insert a picture somewhere here. And I thought I looked nice. I thought I looked kind of shapely and stuff, but to get the compliment, and then my nieces was like, yeah, you've lost weight. And I was like, I'm working on it. And it's like, no, you're there, auntie. And I'm like, bless your heart. That feels good. And that is what keeps me going and keeps me motivated, even though the scale has not been nice to me and it gave me an extra 2 pounds. It's okay. I know if I keep doing what I'm doing, that I'll be at my goal come next summer. And my goal is not the typical goal that, doctors or whoever might find healthy, but it's something that it's my desired weight. It's something that I know I can maintain for life. I know it's something that makes me feel my best self, and I feel like I look ideal for me and just overall, and probably to other people too. And that's somewhere between 190 and like 225. That is a range. I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10" and actually a quarter. 5'10" and a quarter. So for me, 190, between 190 and 225 looks really good on me. I'm not gonna say where I'm at right now because the scale, I can't, but it's still, plus size. Right now I'm about a size 16, well on my way to a size 14. And ideally for me, my ideal size is somewhere between 10 and a 14. I'll be happy. So if by some will I get to a 12, that'd be nice. I'm also grateful and I'm thankful to be at a 16, because for the longest, most of my adult life, I have been 18, 20, if I'm honest, 18, 20. So to be a 16, that says a lot in itself. And like I said, moving well towards a 14, I'm happy. I have purchased some clothing that is a size large. Depending on the clothes, I can get into a large, top-wise. And I'll take it. I think on average I'm about a XL now, pretty much overall. But, tops a large, extra large, even a 1X. So that range from large to 1X. And I find myself now shopping on the plus size, starting in the plus size, and then veering over just to take a look, just to take a look on the normal. I don't like that word, the regular sizing, part of the store. And sometimes I get lucky. I get pieces or stuff have stretch in it, or I find in the regular sizing, let's just say the smaller sizes, the smaller numbers, they go up to a large, extra large. So I can shop on the bottom on the plus size, and then Watusi my butt on over to, the smaller sizes and get a large, extra large. And I'm loving it because that's ideal for me. I love being able to have the best of both worlds, where I can shop plus size and I can shop smaller sizes. And I like that. I like that because I'm not necessarily trying to be, like I said, a single digit. I have no desire to be a single digit. I don't think a single digit is feasible for me, the way that my love of food is set up. I think something that I can maintain for life is a double digit, a smaller double digit. And I like that. That's music to my ears. A 12, 14, music to my ears. I'll take it, and I'll go sit my butt down somewhere. Even better, I'll go walk my butt somewhere, And that has become a part of my routine, is walking. I still am mindful of what I eat. The past few days, though, I have been eating like a newborn, elephant. I don't know if a newborn elephant eats that much. I Faith says it all, I've been, and that's okay, because I know in life, normally, you're just not going to just be rigid, all the time. And sometimes I find that I have to increase my calories a little bit, to bring them back down, so my body, it don't feel like, oh, you're going to have us eating 1,700 calories for life. Come on, man, stall us out. You know what I'm saying? Can we get an extra slice of pizza? Can we, work with us? And I'm like, I hear you. I see you. And, yeah, it's okay. So I don't do that old school where I used to beat up myself and then try and starve myself for the next 2 days and stuff. Nope. It's like, I think on average, I tend to fluctuate a little bit. Like, it goes up. I might eat 1,800 calories, 1,900 calories, and I might have 1,400 calories or 1,500 calories or 16 or so. So it's still in that range, and it evens out. It works out. It works out. It's been a slow process for me, but I have lost, about 60 pounds now. I've been exercising, walking for sure, over 2 years. And then I've incorporated cycling. I have a stationary bike, and I started riding that. I used to do like 10 minutes, then I got to 15 minutes, then I do 20 minutes. A couple of days ago, I did 30 minutes. When I do 30 minutes, it's just regular cycling. And when I do 20 minutes, I try and have about 10 of those minutes standing, sitting, standing, sitting, standing, sitting, to kind of get a lower half body, workout, like strengthen a little bit. And to get the heart rate up some, because my stationary bike is supposed to be where it's electrical, but I didn't put it together right, because I put it together myself, and the electronic part that's supposed to light up doesn't. So it's like manual, and I can't even increase the resistance, I guess, on it. So it's equivalent to probably riding a regular bicycle or whatever. And just looking at the trees, because the wind is winding, and that's about 19 miles per hour, the wind. And I had my headband, I had my gloves. I keep, when the weather starts getting colder, I keep stuff in the back of my car, like gloves, hats, and then eventually I'm going to put my bigger coat back there, so I can still spontaneously take a walk whenever, year round. Summer you could just walk whenever, but and then eventually I'm going to have to put boots back there too. So there's no excuse. And when you get rid of the excuse, you just make it happen. And then once it becomes a habit, it becomes a lifestyle. And that's what it's all about. I am still very much a work in progress. I'm working on becoming my best self. I am creating the life I want to live, and so be it. So on this day, I am grateful to be in the land of the living, to have all the use of my hands, my limbs, being in my right mind. I am grateful. I am thankful for life itself. I'm thankful for all the details. I'm thankful that I could see the trees and the fall and the beautiful color change on the trees, you know? It's the little things. And every time, I've said it a million times, every time I come to the park, I see something different. And that's what it's about. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little vlog. I need to take some of my old vlogs and merge them together so I can actually get a vlog up on YouTube, because I haven't posted one in a while, and I like to at least maybe post one once a month. I don't have followers. Hey sis, if you're watching, because she's probably like the only one that watches me on occasion, and that's on occasion. And shout out to my sis. That's all I got. I'm gonna get my butt home and maybe get me something to eat, make me something to eat. And if I get an assignment for work, I might, but I got a feeling I'm not gonna go to work till maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I like working towards the end of the week, because people are in a better mood. The closer it gets to the weekend, people's mood gets better, and I like good moods, you know. I like that good energy. So I'm gonna go, because I'm starting to slow cook. I'm starting to rotisserie in my car. I got the heat on. Good things are happening to me right now. Good things are happening, period. Good things are happening, period.